Good morning and welcome to Aankilam Katpom. Learn English, episode 166. Nuti Arvati Aru. How are you all this morning? Are you saying fine, thank you? Good. The weather is still good here in England. I hope it's the same weather, good weather in your country. Now, last week we did something slightly different, spelling, one of the skills that you have to learn when you learn English in school. Spelling is important when you write letters, when you office application forms, when you fill. If you make spelling mistakes, straight away we don't shortlist you. So make sure that spelling is correct. Now, I hope you made some more lists, because I like children to do, or people, adults, to do their homework by themselves. Teacher doesn't have to force you. Only very young children, we have to remind them. All right? Now, these lessons are mainly for 10 to 11-year-olds. For a few episodes I'll be doing 10 to 11-year-olds. And then I'll go with the young ones again before September when the schools start, because that's when they go to school. I'll tell you all what to teach them before that. Now, today, if you look at the board, word ending. Learn all the common word endings, because these endings are very, very common. Lots of words have these endings. So once you learn the word ending, that will be helpful. Once you learn the first part and then add the word ending, then you learn to spell as well as read. So let's look at the first word today. Add A-R-Y, Ari, or E-R-Y, Eri, O-R-Y. Now, lots and lots of words end in A-R-Y. Canary, A-R-Y, canary. What's a canary? What's a canary? Birds, canary birds. Paravaigal. Diction. If you add A-R-Y, it becomes dictionary. Dictionary. A-R-Y gives you dictionary. What is a dictionary? I hope you all use a dictionary. If you don't know the meaning of a word when you're reading, look at the dictionary. If that explanation is not very clear, ask your teacher. They'll give you some help. So dictionary is very, very useful. It's a nice gift to give somebody who's in school. A nice, good dictionary is a good present for a scholar. Dictionary. So you add diction, you add A-R-Y, and it becomes A-R-Y. Dictionary. If you add A-R-Y to Libra, A-R-Y, A-R-Y, it becomes library. You all know what a library is. So how do you spell library? Lib-ary. It's got an A-R-Y ending. Library is a place where you go to refer reading any subject. You can take a book and read quietly. Important thing is quietness in the library. Otherwise the librarian will come and send you out of the library. So quietness is important. So let's read those words again. Canary, birds. There's an island, Canary Island. Dictionary, a book with lots and lots of words and meanings. Library is a place where books are kept, reference books you can go and refer. You can have your own library at home. If you put some shelves around your room and start collecting all the books that you like to read, so that your children or your brothers and sisters can use them. Now the next one is ERY. ARY is a common one. Make lots and lots of lists of words that end with ARY. Necessary. Necessary. Necess. These are also ARY. Two more ARY. Necessary. Necess. A. R. Y. Necessary. It's also ARY. What is necessary in Tamil? Thevayanavai. Don't take everything. Don't take too many clothes when you go somewhere for a holiday. Take the necessary items. Don't go shopping and just buy everything you see. Just buy the necessary things. Necessary. அதாவது தேவையானவை மட்டும். Next one is secret. Secretary. Secretary. Can you see it? Secretary. Who is the secretary? Are you a secretary to somebody? The manager. Usually bank managers have a secretary. All managers have a secretary. What's their job normally? To help the manager to write letters, to print it and get it in the post. Works like that. Some are private secretaries. Some are secretary to all the people who work. They can help everybody. So ARY endings are canary, dictionary, library, necessary. Write it down, please. Secretary. So they are ARY words. Nurse, not the nurse who works in hospitals. If you add ERY ending, that becomes nurse, nursery. ERY, nursery. Nursery is a place, a school for young children. Children who are not old enough to go to a big school. So they are kept in the nursery and they are taught the preliminary work, preparing them to go to a big school. So nursery is useful for the children. They get used to going to school. They get used to doing things in a playing way. They think they are playing, but all the time they are learning. And they learn to speak English as well. Any language in any country. If you go to the nursery, you learn to speak and mingle with other children. Cook. If you add ERY, it becomes cookery. What's cookery? You all know that cookery is the art of making food. Cookery. Cookery lessons. Sometimes we go for cookery classes to learn to make special dishes. It's not just boiling something and eating. Cookery means what important vitamins you need, what important balanced diet you have to cook. Cookery. In this country there are lots and lots of special cookery people who write books and come on the television to teach how to make things, in food. Cookery. What's the next one? Cookery என்றால் சமையல். சமையல். Mist. What is mist? Mystery. Add the ERY. What does that become now? Mystery. Mystery. Mystery என்றால் mystery murder. Solve the problems. Mystery. You go to mystery weekend to some hotels. They have games to solve the problem. Mystery என்றால் ஒரு தெரியாது, ஒரு secretive thing, mystery. Then you find out. Mystery. Grocery. You would have heard that word. Most of you would have heard it. Grocery. You go to the shop and get that week's groceries. So if you learn the endings and then you can read it grocery. Now C sometimes makes a k sound, sometimes it makes a soft sound. Brave. Grocery means arsi, malahai, parpu, all those things are called grocery, dry ingredients, not vegetables, not fruits. Bravery. What's that? Brave becomes bra becomes bravery. Bravery. சரியான brave, if you are a brave person, பயம் அற்ற தன்மை. Bravery. வீரம். பயம் இல்லாதது. Bravery. The government praised the bravery of that boy who jumped into the swimming pool and saved a life. Bravery is you want to help somebody and you're brave enough to do things sometimes not safe. Not safe. You can't always prove to be brave. But soldiers and people who go to fight in the war, they have to be brave. They join that profession, they join that job because they are brave, to save the country, to fight for the country. So bravery can come in lots of different ways. Some people, most of the people are normally brave, just normally. Some are very, very brave. And some are timid. They're not brave at all. Not at all. They're not as brave as others. You can't expect everybody to be brave. There are some children, even in school, there are different categories of children. So teachers will understand when somebody is scared to go in the playground first day, first month sometimes, because they are a bit timid. They don't like too many children running about. Some bravely face whatever comes. Some are born like that. They like peace and quiet and they don't like all those fighting sometimes children do in the playground. Now, O-R-Y, Ori. A-E-O, Ori ending words. Laboratory. What's a laboratory? You don't sort of stress on every sound. You don't say laboratory. Laboratory. Now, in the science lab, we call it short lab, science laboratory. You experiment in chemistry, physics. It's where some processing is going on. It doesn't have to be a science lab. It can be various other things where laboratory is needed to find out something, experiment something, or find that experiment works. Laboratory. So that has a O-R-Y. Don't spell laboratory with an A. It's easy because that's what you say, laboratory. It's O-R-Y. This is easy. Hist. It's a subject. Ori. history, history. Even though you say history, it's spelled history. Ori. You can say, I would like to do history. It's not wrong. It's bad pronunciation. History is the way we say in England. Sarithram padam. Sarithra padam. History. Gl. Can you think of a word? If you add O-R-Y, it becomes glory, happy, some happy event. You're glorified. You are really pleased. The glory to parents. If you do well in exams, you are happy, and the parents, you bring glory to your parents. Story. Ori. Ori. Story. It's already written here. Story. You all know what a story is. Kadai. Everybody likes to listen to stories, but children always like to listen to stories. When they're young, if you tell them a story before they go to bed, they're very happy. If you run out of stories to tell, read a book for them. They always like it. Story. And victory. Victory. Victory, but spelled with the O-R-Y. Now for homework, write this word. Palindromes. 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 P-A-L. Write it down. P-A-L-I-N-D-R-O-M-E-S. What are palindromes? Dr is a double sound there. Palindromes. Find out what it is for next lesson. Until we meet again, goodbye from me.
Great call quality and no hidden charges. I love Viz Mobile.
Low cost, international and UK calls. I love Viz Mobile.